Okay, you ready? So, um, I fraudulently became a lifeguard because of my other dad. And he got me in. I was at Berry Farms. I was 15 years old. It was the most money I've ever made my entire life. And I think and that was like 580 every 2 weeks. And I was only 15. You're supposed to be 16. I started out at Douglas Pool in Southeast. And dad was like, I'm moving you from over there. But the rule was he had to get like a percentage of the money that I brought in. So and he knew how much I was making. So I did like a little crash course of the lifeguard training. I wasn't this big, but I was a thick girl. And my dad was like, I'm gonna teach you how to float. I'm gonna teach you how to hang on to somebody that's drowning. The rest you gotta learn on your own through the summer. So I was like, all right, I just want to make money. So they literally put me, and I'm kind of like white or whatever, my skin tone, but I thought I was black because, yeah, I don't know why, but I did. So I started putting baby oil on my skin when I first started working at Berry Farm. And when I tell you my motherfucking skin peeled, I can't make this shit up. My shit was peeling every which way like a white lady's skin, old white lady's skin. And I was like, I don't understand it. I'm in the sun and I'm black. I shouldn't burn. I was like a fried piece of chicken. And all I did, I had the little big butt still. I was young, but I was like bam, bam, boom, I was smaller. So all I know is my dreadful part of the day was checking the chlorine balance of the pool where I had to bend over and climbing up the ladder chair. Because every time I did, what happened? God damn! That shit. And I was like, oh my God. And I had this little t-shirt that I was just like pull down. Just be like, oh God, please don't let over my butt. And they're like, oh damn, how old is she? So that was like the dreadful moment. And then the other dreadful moment was because my dad really didn't train me enough to learn how to like rescue somebody who was drowning. I just sat up there and prayed. I was like, dear God, please don't let anyone drown today in the deep end. Because I could tread in any end and I can get you to float to the surface. But the deep end was a little bit more risque. And when I tell you, it had to be this drunk ass 40-plus-year-old man jumped in the deep end and I was sitting up in a chair. I was like, all right, now, don't be running. Don't you do that. I saw the nigga jump in. And I was like, Lord, please let him come up. Please let him come up. You know what came up? Bubbles. And we had a little orange drink. It was like Baywatch type situation. I went into action. I was like, we're both going to drown today. I put the little Baywatch thing on. I ran to the deep end, jumped in the pool. That nigga was like 8 feet pool. I think it was like at the middle, almost at the bottom. So I went down and I was trying to like push him up, but he was so drunk. That water gets so condensed down there. I was like pushing up with the little thing, and he was just out of it because I had his arm, and he just kept floating down. And I was like, "Why you only going to the pool drinking? We both going down today." So I kept like my dad taught me how to kick my legs. I was kicking my legs, and I was using my titties to float, and I was like pulling him. And literally, like, I made him to the top surface, but I almost drowned getting him to just the side quarter because he started panicking. And when he knew he was almost drowning, he was like, he was like pulling me down and pushing my head down. I was like, oh my God, my mother died today. So, yeah, but I got into the thing, and that was my only one story of saving someone, but I really didn't know how to swim. I ain't gonna lie to you. I didn't know how to swim. I knew how to float, and I knew how to, like, grab an arm and, like, swim you to the side. And he was so drunk. And he wasn't big. He was just heavy. Cause he didn't, how somebody just like,
Yeah,
when they just like, like Abigail's like that when she drinks. Mm. Now, I'm gonna pause it right here because I'm about to tell you a story about how